speed game. But nonetheless, JK was also fantastic, and we're gonna run on Padawan today.
The only
You guys are good to
difficult.
go.
All right.
Alright, then
Thank you so much, Hege.
I'm gonna load in game. Timer starts when I say start. So 3, 2, 1, start.
Hey,
We're in there, boys. I almost
Okay,
missed
so
that.
first of all, you can enjoy HotShot has set his video settings to really low, and meanwhile he's doing this really cool skip that already skips about 50% of the first level entirely by jumping onto that tunnel and then into the window frame here. And meanwhile, that gives me just enough time, about enough time, to talk about the movement in this game. And this game is actually based on Quake 3, and that means you're going to be strafe jumping the entire time. Also saw that red code there. You got to memorize that because you're going to type that in the Oh no. Okay, fantastic. We're off to a great start. This means we also have to reset the run. There's actually nothing you can do about that. Okay, so this is Jedi Outcast, everyone. I'm just gonna repeat everything I just said. So we're gonna skip 50% of the level, but no, I'm not. I'm just kidding. So yeah, what happens there? What happened there? Hotshot, you can explain that.
So I missed aggroing officer that then aggroed Yan, which we never see again, and killed her. And yeah, that just makes us lose.
Unfortunately, you're not allowed to continue once your waifu dies in this game. But yeah, thankfully you might have remembered that code Hotshot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, nice. Okay, you got it. Do you think you got it down?
Yeah, it's 031. No, wait, it's 013.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see, Hotshot is a 200 IQ mastermind. He just remembered all these codes without ever seeing them.
Yeah.
Very well done there.
Thank you.
But yeah, shoot them. That's what he says, right?
Alright, so we are going to just jump through this level real quick and make a nice jump there to get up on that ledge. We can just jump up there immediately. And I am going to miss that.
You used there. No, you're not gonna. It's fine. You did, okay, never mind. Anyway, so there's another technique that Hotshot used there. It's called crouch climbing. So in this game, much like in other first-person games from this time period, you can actually crouch in the air, and that will reduce your hitbox, and it makes you be able to grab certain ledges that you're normally not supposed to climb.
Also, buttons are extremely non-friendly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So if you see him slow down for these buttons, that's not because he's bad. That's because activating buttons in this game is actually harder than killing the end boss. I'm not kidding.
There I quick loaded into a dialogue that skipped the dialogue and opened that door, and before those trip mines were activated, and then used the trip mines to boost myself forward.
Yeah, that was very well done. I didn't notice it so far, but in this level you have to actually conserve your health. Hotshot did a perfect job of so far, 85 health. It's well enough to step into that, and now we're going to control this mouse droid, which is super hot Formula 1 gameplay right there.
Yeah, with only the direction you put forward working.
And yeah, this droid is actually not able to strafe, so you better maneuver well, and you have your steering wheel plugged into your computer, but I guess Hotshot had his pedals and steering wheel ready for this part of the run.
Yeah, I did my best. In this level, there is a global timer that starts when you enter level, and we are gonna try and catch a minecart or something, as I almost slide to my death. That is gonna that is gonna allow us to just go a lot faster with the help of
Yeah, so actually there's a big skip in this level. I mean, all of these levels are extremely complicated to figure out when you're a casual player. This game has probably more than 10 hours also nice stuff there. That was fantastic. Quit Jedi 2, yes, that's the only... No. Okay. So that gives me just about enough time to explain everything that's going on. Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, in this level, you're actually supposed to find a hidden entrance and then actually ride a minecart, but before you have to deactivate some buttons and so on. We're not going to do that, but this jump chain that Hotshot is doing right there for the second time perfectly, very well done. You already skipped a lot of the level, and that actually allows him to enter the room at a certain point in time. Sorry, not enter the room, but catch a certain cycle that he was talking about earlier. And as it turns out, this pile of whatever it is, I mean, shoutouts to the graphics in this game, pile of stones, actually makes us able to jump up there, and then we can just jump up the minecart. And that skips a lot of the level. So nice.
I'll set up for a very specific jump. And I just barely made it. Nice. Now we
Dude,
are
nice. That's
introduced
really difficult.
to the mines. We'll be seeing 2 mines in this game, this run, and they are extremely treacherous to navigate through.
Yeah.
Especially with these
And
mine monsters trying to eat
I
us.
appreciate that you took off your sunglasses for this one. Normally you're not able to see absolutely anything in these, but with the graphics that you said, that's actually pretty nice. That's the first time I actually can see something in this nice. Nice. But yeah, so as you might have thought earlier, he was a Tuna IQ mastermind for remembering the codes. Also, take a bath, dude.
Take a
Shoutouts
bath.
to Muffin. Oh, you're gonna go for the cycle? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
ah,
slightly
too bad. So
off on
there's
my
a
setup.
really, really difficult jump chain that you can do there in order to launch and stuff. Oh my god, nicely done. Very nice. Second try for that. And now there's another big skip coming up. It was found by Ryan, I believe, right? Actually, I don't even know. But
No clue.
in this game, when you quick save, quick load, you have a short period of buffer time after the load where the game lags, and you can input and move during it, even though you can't see it. And actually, first try that too. Nicely done. It actually makes you slide up that ledge when you hold W and quick load out of it. And we're already off to the next level, so nicely done.
Okay, this is artist detention. Oh, I actually killed that guy. I've been in trouble with that guy lately. And we are gonna kill a lot of these stormers here because they're all gonna block my way and be a lot of pain in the ass.
Yeah, and there's everyone's favorite boy in this, actually second favorite, Lando is everyone's favorite. Everyone's second favorite boy in this mission, right? It's the officer.
Yeah, the warden. The slow walking warden that we have to transport all the scholars.
Okay, Hotshot, people in the chat are complaining about your FOV. What do you have to say to that? I mean, I'm
My
pretty sure
FOV
you go
is
much
great.
faster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the higher the feet, the faster you move. It is proven by me.
yeah. Science is like the ways of science are somehow not easily understandable to normal people. So accept that faster FOV in Quake Engine games makes you go faster, please.
Exactly. I don't get where you're complaining, and I'm being blocked. Nice.
Yeah,
Always
you're
fun.
going too fast. So the Stormtroopers are actually part of the speed police. They sometimes have to slow you down. It's all good though. But yeah, so this just gives me about time. I mentioned it in the beginning, this game is based on the Quake engine, but as you might have noticed, you or not, I mean, depending on how familiar you are with Quake, in this game you actually have a lot more air control, which is not quite visible yet, but in this game you're becoming a Jedi again, I guess, because Kyle just decided to not be a Jedi anymore and then decides to be a Jedi again, which is perfect storytelling, I guess. And once we're a Jedi, we're gonna be able to use force powers, and one of the force powers is force jump, and force jump will make you be able to jump really, really high later on. And for this, you will see the air control. But for now, Hotshot is just gonna jump, and jumping conserves your momentum, even through touching the ground, unlike Jedi Academy. Okay,
So,
okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. That was
rolling
cool.
or fall from a high height reduces your fall damage, and that rolling from that height takes exactly 95 health. So if you have anything over 95 health, you survive the fall if you roll. And we can
Yeah, I
skip
didn't know that.
activating the wind turbine that slows us down.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Get some Craigasms in chat for Kyle. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, so Turnet IQ once again, remembering perfectly how to go through these caves.
As I almost take the wrong path.
It's not a big deal because actually every path leads to the end. Believe it or not, it's perfect. It just takes a bit longer. Oh, nice. Thanks for the criticisms, guys. Really helps me out. But yeah, now we're coming up to our favorite friend. His name is
uh,
Peter the Peter the Bat.
Peter Molyneux.
Yeah,
Shouts to
so
Fable.
that's him. Now the next 50 hours of gameplay, we're just gonna point a weapon at him and have him slowly walk in front of us. It's perfect. So if you have 50 million donations to read, that's about the time for it, right?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
So we got only one right now from Zuketra saying this goes towards a dog's name being Borscht.
Yeah, borscht is pretty delicious, so shout out to borscht. But yeah, how was your day so far, Hotshot? I mean, we have about 10 more hours until this is over.
Yeah, my day's pretty good. Okay,
Nice.
well, it just became horrible. Being warden. Their officer is being blocked by their own people.
It's all good.
So you can manipulate the enemy stormtroopers here, so they never block him. But that is hard, and I did a perfect job of it. So they blocked him.
You're amazing at this game. It's just amazing.
Alright, we're gonna boost this guy with a trip mine, like we were boosted in the second level. But our own trip mines we place can't actually damage us, but they can damage the enemies, luckily. I'm just gonna boost him over there so he immediately activates the console. And I got the clip on the door there, nice.
Yeah, very well done. Excuse me, I'm a bit distracted right now, but you're all good.
Alright, so I'm gonna enter his cutscene here and do something new. Game, please. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna use the bowcaster to destroy this turret here, and now you're all asking why, and there's a very good reason for that. We're gonna slide up here, and this turret is destroyed, but that is open, and the turret is
nice,
back
dude.
alive.
Wow, that was amazing. I haven't seen that too. It's been a while since I've seen a speed game, but that was really cool.
And we don't have to kill the stormtroopers up there on the ledge right now anymore, and we're just being fast. I'm gonna do a very hard jump chain here.
Yeah, this jump chain is pretty complicated. There's another thing I didn't explain so far that's called a quick climb. So in this game, when you touch a tiny step, and it can be basically a micro step that you can't even see, then it sometimes eats your jump input and makes you climb it. And in this area, oh my. Well, rest in peace, Kalkatarn. But yeah, so you can climb those, and that completely kills your speed. And you really want to try to avoid those, but he did a very good job, and that makes this jump chain especially complicated. Yeah, as nice as this movement is, in this game, and this is somehow something that's a recurring theme, you never really get the chance of going really, really fast in a straight line, because there's so many corridors, and especially so many enemies that block you, but that makes the run actually extremely complicated and very, very difficult in many places.
And the level design in this game is absolutely amazing compared to Jedi Academy.
That's true. Yeah, it is amazing. Oh, hello?
Excuse me, what was that?
It's the truth, dude. Can't you take it?
Come on, guys.
Come on, guess in chat, please. Alright, so I need to have very little health here, because...
What? No, you're gonna die.
I mean,
dude,
yeah,
what are you doing?
that's the point.
Are you sure you want to do the boss fight with such low health?
Yes. Also, that was the sound. You saw him for like
Oh my God,
a split second.
Oh, never mind. The level ended.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I know. Bad game design.
Yeah, we're just kidding. You're actually supposed to die as quickly as possible and shoot yourself. Shoutouts to Saito being a young kid and trying this boss fight with God mode on because he was a cheater and couldn't actually progress the game because he couldn't die. He had God mode on. So shoutouts to Saito. But yeah, in this level, actually, you're gonna see a new glitch that's called cutscene entering. In this game, you can actually enter any cutscene at will, and that's what you see Hotshot doing right there. So now he's in the cutscene. You might not be able to tell it, but you can maybe hear it because there's dialogue going on, and actually that allows him to skip something later in the mission. Yeah, that was a good explanation. Perfect.
Alright, so Yavin Trial is coming up here, and I will be doing something crazy.
Yeah, there's a really, really cool strat up here, so I hope you're going to get this. So here he's going to slow himself down in this tunnel, try to slow himself down at least, and not fall out of it, and with enough speed... Actually... Yeah, with enough speed, we can actually get up there and skip a bunch of force powers that we have to collect. Because in this mission, nicely done. Okay, you're up there.
That was close.
Ah, dude, very good attempt though. But yeah, so in this mission, you're actually supposed to collect a bunch of force powers, become a Jedi, and Luke doesn't make it easy for you, of course. You have to collect the force powers yourself. Oh, that was really close. And actually, sliding up there without force jump, oh, that was really close again. That's actually not allowed at all from a casual point of view. Oh, so close. But yeah, it skips collecting 3 force powers. Or, I mean, you have force jump already, right?
No, you don't get force
No,
jump
you
at all.
don't. See, so you skip pull and push,
There
I
we
believe.
go.
Dude, nice. That was really cool. So that probably still saved time, right? Skip saves a lot of
No.
time.
It saves
Okay.
20 seconds. And
Okay.
I lost like 40. It's fine.
That's fine. Looks really cool. And there's a really cool trick coming up too. That's lightsaber skip. Probably the craziest trick in this run. And since he doesn't have push,
Force push, I can't actually do it the way the casuals do it. So I have to do it pushless, and I have to slam myself into this corner here. And I got it.
this trick. Oh my god, nice. This is actually really difficult. So the way he's doing it, he actually has to get a certain angle and a certain amount of speed in order to go up there. And then once you're up on the thing, for some reason, if you're just about enough away from it, the cage will just open and give you the lightsaber right away without having to do any of the puzzles. There was actually really good trials, dude. Nice, well done.
Okay, that was the thing I was most nervous about, and now that that is over, we are just gonna go straight for everything super fast.
Yeah, and this is actually my favorite level in the speedrun. This features a bunch of really crazy glitches. The first one is here. Once again, he's going to enter the cutscene talking to Prasco, because Prasco is actually the bartender, in case you didn't know. And now he's in the cutscene. And during the cutscene, the door that is supposed to be locked is actually still open, so you can just go out. Now he's going to pick up this buddy that was taunting him earlier, pulling out of the door, and use him as a ramp. Oh, that was close, and then crouch climb up there. Dude, nice, very nice. And then he can actually go into the second level of streets right away. Now it's going to do a difficult jump chain, very nicely done there, skipping about the next 25% of the level. And the final 25% of the level that are left, because we already pretty much skipped 50 to 75% of it, is this difficult jump that we're going to do here. And I suppose you're going to go for the difficult version,
Oh, hell
which
no.
looks really cool. Okay, sad.
Okay, do you guys have a time or?
No, just wait until the next level, until this is over, because this is really difficult. Nice, dude, that was first try. Oh, yes. Okay, that's a lot more difficult than it looks. And the cool thing too is, in certain cutscenes, the game sets you as being invisible. Also, you're changing your lightsaber, which is totally allowed in every speed game. So, yeah, ban this kid already. But yeah, so one side effect of being in the cutscene is that you're actually invincible. And these snipers that usually wreck your day and kill you all over and over, they can't hurt you. But yeah,
Okay.
there's the next skip up, right? Coming up.
Yeah,
Maybe you
we're
should
gonna
explain
throw a
that too.
lightsaber here and destroy an explosive barrel that explodes the wall, and we
Oh,
can
dude,
skip
nice.
90% of the level.
Yeah,
Just like that.
I can. That was really cool. And I'm actually apparently behind the mainstream, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my crystal ball and look into the future every time you do a trick, so I don't ruin the hype.
Alright, we're gonna do a
Yeah.
jump chain here. And I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a jump chain here, and I got it. Okay, that's more of the hype that I like. So this jump chain that he just did on my screen, he's just doing it right now. I guess it's over already, but that is really difficult. That looked really cool. So as I mentioned earlier, in this game, when you jump, you can build up speed without losing it. So if you keep jumping, you're gonna build up and build up speed. And for certain tricks, where you just have to clear a certain gap, like you saw in streets, and here, it's actually really difficult and really precise the way you have to set your jump chains up. And then there's the most important trick in the run coming up, because it was found by me. It's pretty much the only thing I ever contributed to this game. So you enter this cutscene here, and during the cutscene, these turrets that you're supposed to shoot are not moving, which allows you to easily take care of them. Normally, they would be moving around and around, and yeah, that's just really the best strat in the entire game. So shoutouts to me for finding that.
And
Yeah.
also, because
You're
we're
welcome.
in a cutscene, we don't take any damage. So...
Oh yeah, I forgot to say Ruby Bleals. That's correct. I'm a bad commentator.
Oh yeah, Ruby Bills. And here we're
Yeah,
gonna
and then-
pick up a seeker drone that you'll see
Oh yeah,
later.
seeker drones. This is the hypest weapon in this game. Another thing I want to mention quickly, because my strat is just so awesome. You saw him teleport back to the elevator there, because this cutscene conveniently just teleports you right where you need to go at the end of it. So shoutouts to me once again. And yeah, now we go from two of the most cool levels in the game to one of the most shitty ones, and that's the perfect time for donations, right, HotShot?
Yeah. I mean, shoutouts to you, because we have a $20 donation from no other than Sajiki.
What?
I wonder
Who's that
what's
guy?
going on. Yeah, I mean, I hope he has a great day today and watching the stream. So his message is, put my $20 towards Jedi Academy being the better speed game, Team 1.
What?
Yeah, what a joke.
Who would say that?
Yeah.
He's from Germany as well, so I guess greetings from Germany.
Wow, okay, so during a Jedi Outcast run, donating towards Jedi Academy being the better speed game, I mean, who would do such thing?
Rude.
It's disgusting.
That's
Oh
just
yeah,
rude.
so here you're sticking your lightsaber in the wall, or you did that 3 seconds ago, I guess. But why do you do that?
I do that to skip dialogue because the sound effect of a saber in a wall cancels other dialogue and sound effects. So yeah, it's just fast.
Oh, dude, there's a secret area with tons of secret drones. I wonder what these are for.
Yeah, no idea, dude. Just keep guessing.
Okay, yeah, so I guess you want to protect yourself and shoot enemies with them because they're extremely helpful in combat, right?
Yeah, definitely the most effective ally ever.
Jan hitting us with the truth there. Outcast 1.1 is the better Outcast. Can't argue with that, I'm sorry. Have you seen that run, Hotshot? Because if not, then I can
I don't
strongly
know.
advise you to watch it. But yeah.
And
So in this
also,
level, we have features our good friend Lando. Do you like that guy?
dude, yeah, I love him.
Yeah. Dude, nice. Me too. What is your favorite feature about him?
I don't know that he wears great clothes or something. I don't know.
Yes. No. Your favorite feature is, of course, that he has his original voice actor from the movies voice acting him in English. Isn't that amazing?
Oh yeah, but
I mean,
no,
just
no, no. He,
casually
the favorite.
dropping my Outcast knowledge bomb there. I'm
No,
sorry.
no. The most favorite thing about him is when you play this game in French and he says, what does he say? When
I
he
don't know.
sees little Luck? Oh bébé, mon bébé.
Yeah, so unfortunately this is not in French, but thanks. But yeah, he has more occasions of sticking your lightsaber into the wall in any second after we took care of this guy. So, by the way, he had all the information about where our waifu is, but we just killed him, and I guess we just have to find our waifu ourselves.
Well, our wife is dead, dude. What?
Yeah, sorry. The guy who killed our waifu, I'm sorry.
Wasn't that the lizard?
The lizard boy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is another cool level. We're now in Bespin. This is Lando's home, of course. And there's some really cool tricks coming up. You're probably not going to collect the secret rune here anymore, right? Because you have...
I'm gonna collect it because
Okay.
it doesn't lose in time.
Yeah, that's true. So this is also on a cycle. There's some boy on a fire button, and the fire button is on a set cycle once you start the mission. So there's nothing you can do except wait and then go fast here with speed. So in this game, force speed is a thing too, just like in Dark Forces, but unlike in Dark... Doing the Brindar zoom in, nice. And unlike in Dark Forces, force speed doesn't actually make you go fast, it makes you go slow. Which it should be really called force slow, but whatever. Oh, dude, showing sick AVP skills there.
Oh yeah,
Can you drop Dragon Lore after this, please?
I can do my best.
Okay.
Manipulate our drop chance, you know? So
Yeah.
you can do a secret jump here.
Oh, yes.
I'm not gonna do that because I kind of messed it up like 200 times out of, I don't know,
200
200
times.
something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna go for that.
You slid down there. Can you please quick save? Thanks. But yeah, so we haven't even explained what the secret jump is, but don't worry, we will in a second, and it's gonna be amazing. And the secret climb you would do in this room is so absurd that only like a couple people in the world can even do it in runs. It's absolutely not marathon safe in my opinion. So Hotshot's not gonna go for it, but you're gonna see some secret climbing later, which is, I promise you, is gonna be amazing.
Why is that? Alright, whatever. Thank you, dude, for not attacking me. That's cool.
Yeah, usually the grants with thermal detonators are harder than the final boss, but this guy just decided to die, which is kind of nice, honestly. But yeah, this is another cool part of the run. It's the RNG cycle thing, which everybody in the Outcast community gets super mad about all the time, because the way these wins are set up, nobody has an idea how it works. It's probably random with a flavor of random, I guess.
And here is
You
the
got a pretty
first
decent cycle.
Jedi fight that we are gonna use a lightsaber to do. Thermal detonators are lightsabers, by the way.
Yeah.
If you didn't
Oh,
know.
dude, nice. That was a good fight, though. Like, he tried his best, and you tried your best, and it was really a close fight. It's not like he dropped 2 TDs on his head and he was dead.
And there's the second fight. And I just almost blew myself up. That's cool. HotShot strats, blew yourself up.
Okay, so here we have our friend Lando Calrissian is now trapped in this droid. So actually, it's the officer from Mission 4. The officer is trapped now in this R5 unit, and that means he can only go really, really slowly, and that's fantastic. So we have to escort this guy, just like the officer earlier. It's great. I love it. At least you can push him though. Also, this Trando has a really good weapon. We need that.
The heavy repeater with second attack that is a splash damage. That what the okay, nice boost from nothing there.
You did a little tiny hop there. That was kind of cute.
Yeah,
So
I
what you can
didn't.
do here is, with good pushing and good control of the droid and a bit of luck too, you can actually make this section extremely fast. Oh, dude, that was a sick boost that you saw 3 seconds ago, but I just saw it and I got really hyped about it. But yeah, there's a cool trick coming up as well. I don't know what's the current version of this, but I guess
It's
you're
a
gonna do
pull
the pull
jump.
jump. Yeah, so pull jumping is a technique that's also possible in Jedi Academy, and what you do is you jump up high, pull someone below you, and then you jump onto their body, which resets your jump height. And this actually makes them go out of bounds. Very nicely done, 4th try there. And being out of bounds here is really convenient because it skips a lot of levels. Probably like a minute of gameplay that you skip, or 40 seconds. And here
And
there's the first occasion of the Seeker Jump, and you probably got it already.
no, sadly.
No, so Seeker Jumping, as you can see, is a very, very peculiar trick. So he's gonna spawn the Seeker Drone. It's very difficult, but here you only have to do 2 iterations of it. Very nicely done there. Spawn the Seeker Drone below him, and do the same thing as with pull jumping, but you can do it infinitely because the Seeker Drone is programmed in a way that it's circling around you. So as long as you keep going in a spiral, you can infinitely jump up. And that was the strat that you didn't do in that really, 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 really large room earlier. Which I don't blame you, by the way.
Yeah, you don't have force jump there. You have level 1 force jump. Now you have level 2. And doing that with level 1 is big scary because you run out of force very quickly without getting much height. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
so now
nice
we're gonna fight someone pretty soon, I guess, once we've activated the last door or activated the last door or whatever. That's the first occasion where we see Tavion. Tavion is the mercenary bride of our lizard boy that we're chasing. And she's a pretty difficult boss fight, right? She's extremely difficult. Very, very difficult.
That room is Big Monkeys. When you
I
shoot
guess
yourself.
Yeah, so everything in this game is just full of enemies, and in a lot of rooms, the enemies can actually kill you, unlike in Jedi Academy where you're pretty much invincible to everything. But yeah, the upcoming boss fight is pretty difficult. It's very, very difficult.
Also, I have blue style if you didn't notice, which... Okay,
Oh yeah,
Tavion.
sorry. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
That I got in Yavin Trial. When you pick up the lightsaber, there's a dialogue. If you switch the saber style, before that dialogue finishes, you can switch to fast style.
Yeah, that's actually a really, really funny thing. When you pick up the lightsaber, for whatever reason, it allows you to swap to blue style, which you're totally not allowed to have at this point. And as long as you don't swap away from it, you will always have it. Also, here is another cool trick that you already did, followed up by a sick climb, and I hope you get that really quickly because that's difficult as heck. Nicely done, everything first try, cool. And also, again, we're in the cutscene from the beginning of that mission, and it actually makes the door open that shouldn't be open at all, and that's also a big skip. So we already pretty much skipped 50% of the level once again.
Shout out to HotShotWire for finding this. Yeah, who? So I pushed that guy, the stormtrooper, into the door that is locked, and that unlocks the door. And yeah, we just walked through that, skipping a part of the mission.
Yeah, that's actually also a sick trick. It's a really annoying part of the mission as well. And I believe what you did there too is set up a certain elevator cycle, right, by walking close to that door.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Please don't get squashed.
No, I walked into the elevator.
Walked into the elevator, okay. But yeah, so in this, there's another Seeker climb, and actually you get it first try, very nice. 4 health there, so you need 100 health, and then you hit that last elevator perfectly, and that's because he set up the cycle particularly and moved through the first room in a particular way, so that was very nicely done. That was pretty sick, dude. That was a really sick level.
Yeah, that went very well actually.
And now we're in Reactor, I believe. No, not quite.
Assembly.
Yeah, this is assembly first, and there's more sick tricks, because Outcast just, apart from being extremely fast-paced and really amazing to watch, it has also pretty much a big skip. What? I mean, yeah, totally better than Academy. Yeah. It also has a set of tricks pretty much in every single level. There's a big skip we can do. So there's another occasion, or actually an occasion of pull canceling, which is also possible in Academy. So pull canceling is a technique where you pull in between shooting a weapon that has an internal cooldown. So the repeater right click, the blue thing he just shot, has a cooldown of about like 1.5 seconds. But if you pull in between, it resets the cooldown and lets you shoot twice pretty quickly. So that's really cool. So this movement, oh nice dude, very nice. That's really quick assembly so far.
Alright, so jumping that guy's head is actually scary because he has a flechette and he likes to shoot you.
Yeah, he can turn on 180 and flick you to death, AVP Dragon Lore, pretty much.
Yeah, now a good time for some donations.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so well, you guys say that this is the better game, but I don't know. Star Wars Universe always has the prequels. It's a bit of fans don't like them, but our fans like Jedi Academy. So Absudus is donating $10, saying, "Whoops, lost some money. Put this towards Jedi Academy."
I mean, the best thing is you can't put it towards Jedi Academy, but just put it towards Jedi Academy if you know what I mean.
Yep, and another one we have is actually regarding the next run, which is the Mirror's Edge relay
Yes.
between teams Juanita and Team Juan and Team Carlos. And Zuketra is donating $5, saying, "We won't be car losing this time, fellas."
Dude, Team 1 for life. Honestly, get these car losers out of here. But yeah, that's correct. I'm just gonna plug that real quick while you breeze through this level, Hotshot. The next round is gonna be the Mirror's Edge Relay Race, and this is one of the Hackathon classics, so make sure you stay for that. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so the thing he's doing right there is activating speed, and I mentioned earlier speed actually doesn't make you go any quicker, but what it does is while you enjoy some LSD percent gameplay with 10 bazillion FOV, it actually slows down time around you. And these laser cycles have, in real time, a cycle of about 2 seconds, but with force speed, you're actually able to slow it down enough that you can actually move through it.
Alright, I'm gonna do a very nice chain here that I'm proclaiming nice
Hopefully.
before I've already done it. Okay, that was not nice.
But yeah, the chain through this level is really cool if you can nail it.
I wanna get it.
A lot of the movement is so precise and looks so cool when you nail it.
Alright, let's try.
That FOV hurt to look at. What do you have to say to this, Hotshot?
You're crazy.
I mean, can you please get injected by the Vape Nation droids?
Yeah,
That would be
that's the
fantastic.
ID. Okay, I can't jump. There we go, alright.
Yeah, so that's another skip he did there. Also, unfortunately, this is the strafe on the other side. What's going on?
I don't know.
You can just jump to the right and it's all fine. I mean, just as a quick. Oh, nice. Okay, so this air strafe, is actually much harder than it looks. Or probably looks hard already, but yeah, there's another occasion of a trick coming up, and it's also a pretty big trick because it skips you probably 30 seconds of riding an auto-scroller thing. And once again, we're going to use speed here, force speed, to slow down. And actually, once you open that door, the platforms start moving up, but if we have force speed and we set our jump chain up perfectly, we can actually jump on that ATST's head, which, please put your volume up a lot for this. Thanks.
And we got it first try.
Nice, dude. That's as hard as it looks. And now we don't even slow down a tiny bit, and there's the very first big secret climb coming up, so good luck with that. I'm just gonna shut up and let you enjoy this.
Oh no.
So yeah, this is as hard as it looks. So you're basically trying to circle this thing and jump on it continuously for at least good 6 or 7 seconds.
This should be good. There we go.
Dude, nice. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, I love
So
this
I almost
trick.
got it third try, but I was under a bridge, so that's a big rip.
Yeah, that can happen. Also, the hardest part of it is probably setting it up. It's the first 1 or 2 jumps, which are really difficult. Also, shoutouts to this guy. He's really difficult. Well, he's dead.
Alright, this is also the first and only stealth section of the game, where if we have a lightsaber out, we are detected and we will meet an unkind death by the remnants. So we're not gonna use a lightsaber at all.
Yeah, and you're also going to move through this next hall in a particular way so that the guys don't detect you, at least not as fast. If you do this about correct, then you can breeze through this room fast enough and mind trick against a bunch of guys that are close to you, that nobody sees you. Haha, Kappa.
And we are
Okay,
done with that level.
nice.
Sounds very
So
nice.
that jump right at the end was also pretty difficult. It's also a big skip. And now we're on the jet now. That are I don't even know where this is going. It's going somewhere towards the lizard guy we're seeking.
Alright, so I'm entering cutscene here. That despawns a couple of guys there. That makes it
Oh, nice! I didn't know that. That's a cool.
easier to
Yeah,
move.
that's cool.
And we're immortal. I'm gonna push that guy. Die, thank you. And here we're gonna do something that saves like 20 seconds. We're gonna place a trip mine there. And we're gonna quick load to get rid of
The black screen. Yeah.
black screen. Alright.
Please get ejected, please.
Not from that guy.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it later in the corridor.
So this trip mine saves 20 seconds. Just like get up there like 1 second faster, but it saves 20 seconds. Trust me on that.
It's probably more like 2 seconds, but whatever. It looks cool and it's completely free to do. So yeah, good job.
Also, that droid lost his head.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Heads are
fine.
not needed as a droid, especially when officers are trapped inside of them.
Alright, you guys were complaining about my FV earlier. So here,
Yeah,
I got
enjoy this.
drugged, and now I have force speed on as well. Okay, I can't actually see where am I.
This is the best, dude. I love this. Okay, so for whatever reason, if these guys inject you with their sick drugs and their LSD percent or whatever this is, so whatever it like makes you big monkaes, and then your FOV is actually increased even more. And when you have your FOV more than standard, then this can happen. So yeah,
It's just fantastic.
pretty solid. Wow, you're not gonna do train, man? That's
no.
big disappointment, dude.
So
Really?
I actually practiced that, but I kind of was too slow, so I couldn't. I didn't reach the door in time.
Okay, that's completely fine. At least you're gonna do Spaceman later, so that's all good.
Spaceman? Did someone say spaceman?
Yeah, Spaceman? What? Spaceman?
But he's in space. He can't. He's in vacuum. He
He
can't
can't
speak.
breathe, yeah, I know.
What?
I mean,
Magic.
yeah, the next level is gonna be good because you can prepare your Spacemans. People with claustrophobia just had a heart attack from that.
Rip.
Yeah, so here, this is the standard way. So what you're doing here is entering a code so you can communicate with another ship. And as you know, every stormtrooper has a training in jumping 20 meters high in the air. So when you want to swap codes, you simply move through this room as a stormtrooper and then just jump from one thing to the other, right? That's the complete normal way of setting codes on a ship. I mean, every stormtrooper attendee knows this. I mean, not really attendee, trainee, I guess. Internship at a stormtrooper academy. It's the first thing you learn is jumping really high. But that's nice.
So you can actually jump up the elevator, but I had to drink, so I just took the elevator up instead.
No, you can't jump up that elevator. It's not possible. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, not possible. I didn't
Yeah,
do
it's
it, so
not
it's not possible, you know? If I don't do it, it's not
Yeah.
possible.
Also, this is the Minecraft room. Bitrate usually breaks down in these rooms for the reasons of them being extremely colorful, and I have some nice pixels on my room, on my screen. So, nice. Thanks.
Alright.
So all these guys, please leave the room. Yeah, they left the room. Thanks. Need to take a phone call here, private call. I
Yeah,
totally
they're all
didn't
very
steal that joke
respectful.
from Muffin.
Alright, guys, just keep spamming Spaceman. You know it's coming up. Everyone knows it's coming up.
Yeah, so Spaceman is probably everyone's favorite trick in this run because it is actually as hilarious and cool as it looks. Shoutouts to Rindar for finding this. Rindar found so many crazy things in this game. It's actually ridiculous. He sped this game up by so much and also made so many of the most boring passages in this game so much more enjoyable, fun, and fast. It's actually insane. So here, what HotShot's gonna do is he's gonna open the outer doors of the ship and then use speed. And as it turns out, the vacuum of space is not. Kyle's just not affected by it, at least sometimes. So good luck with that. That's a crazy trick. And we're gonna go out of space, jump around to the next door. And if you do that all correctly with speed, this time is just going to be slowed down perfectly, so we get through the other side. Oh, dude, nice. That was the first try for Spaceman. I was gonna post the cat gas.
Okay, it was kind of nerve-wracking because I pressed the console before I activated speed, so I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not.
Bah,
But
easy, dude.
it's easy.
Yeah, the trick is actually cool. So cool.
Nice boost. Oh,
Oh yeah, that was a cool boost.
Okay,
So in this game, there's a guy for the rocket launcher. As you can see, he's pretty dangerous. Even on Padawan, we went down by about 90 health in less than 0.5 seconds. Because Outcast is actually difficult compared to Academy. It's pretty good. But yeah, there's only a few things left, and that's freeing our waifu, which I don't think you're ever gonna see her because Hotshot's just gonna enter the cutscene and then stick his saber into the wall for a while so that it skips all the dialogue.
Free who? Our wife is dead, dude.
Oh yeah, she's dead. Never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah, don't listen to me. I have no idea about the story in this game. So yeah, you totally didn't see her for 0.1 second there in the cutscene. Instead, we see an anime girl. So shoutouts to anime being the worst thing humanity has ever come up with.
Nani?
Excuse me.
Nani?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna stand there. I'm immortal, so you can't actually kill me. But I'm just gonna stand there.
Yeah, you can do actually a thing there where you skip a bit into the cutscene before you enter it, and that's gonna make the level end a bit sooner. But that was pretty nice. And this is actually also one of the biggest. It's probably the biggest skip in the game that's coming up here. You're not gonna see what's going on at all. So you're just gonna press a button, and the level's gonna end.
So
Easy.
I dropped a seeker drone on the other side of that door, and that seeker drone ended the level. Very helpful, comrade.
Yeah. And this is actually absolutely insane because that level is the most annoying by far. It's so honestly, it's so fantastic how in Jedi Outcast so many of the levels are terrible for speedrunning. If you go through it casually, like this game has a zero gravity section where you float through space. The controls are actually completely terrible. You have to fight a boss that is the worst on Earth and actually also on in space. But conveniently, pressing a button on the other side makes your secret drone. Oh, it was sick movement, by the way. Jesus, that was really nice. But yeah, that just skips all of this, and you save pretty much 5 or 6 minutes with just pressing a single button. That's really, really cool. Dude, that movement, I love that movement. That was fantastic.
That was
dude.
very clean. That was extremely
So
clean.
we're in a swamp now. We don't know where to go, but thankfully, as I mentioned earlier, about 30 minutes ago, Hotshot is a Tornado IQ mastermind. He can make his way through the swamp with his eyes closed, so that's nice. And we're approaching the end of the game slowly but surely, but there's more really, really cool stuff. Oh, you're going for the boost. Nice. So there's a Vino boost we can do here. Vino boost, actually, you don't even have to do the Vino boost. You just do perfect jumps and you're all good. Nice. See, that's how much I know about this game.
And this is Yavin Canyon, and this is just pure slow boosting with straight jumping.
Exactly. Slow boosting, also a thing we didn't explain yet. Slow boosting is when you jump into a slope, the slope normal vector is actually applied to your movement vector, so anyone who's into mathematics and can calculate cosine and sine in less than a tenth of a second understood what I said there. But it basically just means when you're jumping away from a slope, you're gaining a bit of speed. And this level is actually every Jedi Academy player's wet dream, because you can simply just gain infinite speed by strafe jumping. It's really, really fun. Also, force management is kind of peculiar here, and I think you did it really well there.
Nah, I messed
You
up
failed the
bit
last
at the end.
jump. Yeah, that's too bad. But yeah.
Okay,
There's
shout
only
outs
2 levels
to
left.
me not getting shot by this rocket trooper 10 times in a row again.
You can do it, dude. Believe in you.
You get shot 10 times. I hope so. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was nice. That was clean.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
crap.
beautiful movement again. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, we got it. Nice. So here we have to kill 2 out of 3 enemies. And I'm just gonna push them. And my teammate actually attacked me. That was very nice of you. And when 2 of them are dead, this guy's gonna shoot a rocket, and we're gonna continue.
Dude, nice.
Dude, it sounds like someone is driving into my house.
It's fine. You're all good. You got this. There's only pretty much 1 level left between you and the fastest time in the world in Jedi Outcast.
So
Yeah, there's another enter cutscene glitch here. We enter the cutscene, we just walk past the Zan, which we're supposed to kill, and he's gonna open this thing for us. Usually he would close it again, and you would have to deal with a bunch of boys, but no, not today. Also, shoutouts to Can you show off some
no,
Oh. Damn.
sorry.
Well, you got it first try there,
Alright,
so no
which
today.
lightsaber call you guys want? I can't actually see chat anymore. Oops.
Don't want red, because red is actually disgusting.
Agreed. Green? Orange?
Yeah, green is good. But yeah, we're approaching the final boss. The final boss has just a quick draw with speed. It's a really cool strat. You're just gonna not see him at all. It's gonna take 0.1 seconds, and then time's coming up.
Time.
Yeah, there you go. Jedi Outcast. Can you please show off?
I'm gonna show it off.
Thanks.
If we think about the same thing.
It's gonna show off the best thing in the Jedi Outcast, in my opinion. But yeah, do you want to know your time?
No.
Okay, it's
45:09.
45:08.
09 actually, I think.
08.
That's really good. So you see Kali running. I'm just gonna pull him. Okay, that was... I killed myself, guys.
Fine, you can
But-
do it.
He looks not dead. He's alive.
But yeah, that was a sick run, by the way. That was really cool. Oh yeah. Rip in peace.
So I killed Desan twice. So yeah.
He also just disappeared, by the way. You didn't show that. He's just falling through the floor and he's gone. It's perfect.
Yeah, he's gone.
Alright.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for me.